As my running partner and I waited for the run to start, I said a sacred prayer and consciously connected my heart and mind to my higher guidance and universal consciousness. The run progressed. The endorphins began to flow. I became aware of the pitter-patter of feet hitting the pavement. Suddenly, I heard this parallel echo. I realized there was another event going on right above us, in the next dimension. This group of spirits, those who were being honored on this plane, were running in celebration and appreciation right along with us. This parallel event was simultaneously taking place just on the other side of my immediate awareness. I could feel the energy, the enthusiasm, the appreciation, the reciprocation. It was awesome, heartfelt, tearful, and profound to realize that when we participate in fundraising events such as this, that those who we honor join us and match our efforts with their own. I consciously began to connect to that universal oneness and my higher guidance every time I worked out. Magic occurred. I experienced pure, unadulterated joy and a sense of complete mastery. Anything I envisioned or contemplated during my workout time manifested more precisely in my life. I came to understand the power of this biochemically infused peak spiritual moment, and thus the concept of conscious aerobic exercise was conceived. Conscious aerobic exercise occurs when you optimize the time spent exercising by using this 30 to 45 minutes or more a day to simultaneously commune with your angels, say your prayers, and with deliberate intent, invite issues which need to be addressed to be made known. In the presence of your masters, teachers, angels and loved ones, you can conceive of all of the things that you need to heal. With the guidance and assistance of those loved ones, you can transform any adversity and be given direction on how to most effectively proceed. And so over the next 6 days, I'm going to read you verse by verse of how you can take a soul step with the loved ones on the other side. You can take a soul step with your own higher power, with Mother Earth, with the inner children, with those with whom you are participating in this event. And the 6th verse invites you to register for some event which will give you the motivation to begin to consciously, aerobically exercise and make that connection on all levels. So it just seemed like the most fitting way to bring this project to a close. That will take us through the last week. And on the 8th day, it'll be June 9th, and I will record whatever I'm going to say to you on my birthday. I don't know what I'm going to feel that day. It's going to be such a celebration and a completion. But for today, what I want to do is I just want to get you ready to begin to commit and to begin to open up to the concept of conscious aerobic exercise. To begin to kind of flirt with the idea that you could be inspired to get on some sort of exercise regimen, and all that means is that you have to commit to a certain amount of time a day to be present in your body. You can take a walk, you can do yoga, you can jog, you can bicycle, whatever you're inspired to do. And in doing that, you say your sacred prayer and you connect with whatever experience your higher consciousness invites you to have that day. And then in the Soul Steps program, you are walked through a process where you identify your codependent bargain, which we've talked about in this series, your cherished saboteur. We look at it through the eyes of your infant, your toddler, all of the 7 developmental stages. And each week you are invited to give birth to your ever-evolving future self. So I'm going to be launching, I believe, a Soul Steps program beginning June 19th. So you'll be getting information on that. It's a 12-week program online where we meet once a week in a very small group, and you'll be walked through this program. But Take a Soul Step with me is just a way to begin to connect on all those different levels. So the EFT sequence that we're going to do today is just going to ready your consciousness to even conceive of the possibility that those spirits on the other side, those aspects of you, those loved ones who have passed on, who may have died of cancer or some sudden death or something that you want to celebrate, when you consciously make connection with them, they will participate in an event such as this. They will walk with you. They invite you to walk with them and celebrate them. And so I invite you to do this EFT sequence that will just begin to open your mind up to that possibility. So I invite you to participate. Even though I never considered the possibility that those that have crossed over, my mother, my grandmother, my friends, perhaps a child, is waiting, inviting me to take a soul step with them. I never considered that Mother Earth invites me to do the same, that my higher self invites me to do the same, that my inner children, all those aspects in the unseen are available to take a soul step with me. And I'm now inspired to accept their invitation. So even though this concept of mixing this kind of spiritual work and emotional work with my workouts and my exercise just never occurred to me, I'm now willing to flirt with this possibility, to optimize my time that I spend in the gym or on the trail or on my bike or on the floor doing yoga or qigong or whatever it is that I use to celebrate my body. I've never considered opening up the possibility to connect with Spirit, to connect with my loved ones, to make all those connections so that I use that time to integrate body, mind, heart, and soul. But I choose to entertain that possibility now. I just never thought of this. It never occurred to me to consciously connect while I exercised, to set my intentions, to pull an angel card, to call in my higher guidance, to connect with my inner children, my loved ones, to have them walk along my side. I now love this possibility. It enriches my exercise. I'm never alone. If I consciously connect and I accept the invitation of each of these energies, of my loved ones, of my higher self, of Mother Earth, the children within, I never walk alone. I never run alone. I never work out alone. I am connected. And I optimize that 30 or 45 minutes I use to work out, to integrate body, mind, heart, and soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, what I'm going to pick up with tomorrow is we're going to walk through each of these verses, and each verse speaks to a different invitation. And those invitations are available to you every time you work out. Thank you.